हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू सोमन शांतिपुरी। मैं हूं आपका दोस्त सोमदी प्रामाणिक और आज इस वीडियो में हम लोग जानने वाले हैं अबाउट हाउ डिड आई गेट माय आर्टिकलशिप इन ग्रैंड थॉर्टन, दैट इज वॉकर चंडीओक एंड को एलएलपी इन स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट डोमेन। सो बेसिकली आर्टिकलशिप आपको मिलता नहीं है, आर्टिकलशिप आपको ढूंढना पड़ता है और ये जो ढूंढने वाला प्रोसेस है ना, दैट इज क्वाइट चैलेंजिंग, ऑब्वियसली थ्रिलिंग बट समटाइम्स फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग ड्यू टू lack of information. So in order to properly provide you with lots of important and relevant information, and also in order to compile my experiences that I've gathered throughout this process of articleship recruitment and selection, I have made this video, and don't forget to like and share this video and be with us. So let us delve deep into it. Basically, as per section 141 of Companies Act 2013, the body corporate excluding LLPs are not allowed or permitted to do the statutory audit of the company. So in order to do that, these body corporates like Big Four and Big Six firms, they actually form these member firms. For example, for Grant Thornton there is Walker Chandler and Co LLP. For UI there is SR Bartley Boy. For KPMG there is BSR. For Deloitte there is Deloitte Haskin and Sales. So they through these member firms provide the statutory audit services. Mentioning about another provision that is section 144, restricted services like managerial services, actual services, investment advisory services, internal audit services, accounting services. So all these services cannot be provided by the statutory auditor in order to sustain the objectivity and independence of the assessment. But this Big Four, Big Six firms predominantly provide this kind of services to the businesses. So in order to continue with their business and also provide parallelly the statutory audit services, they have formed this kind of member firms through which they provide the statutory audit services. Now this is all about the structure. Now talking about the form of articleships. In order to do the statutory audit articleship, okay, so you have to obviously get registered under this member firm only. You cannot get registered under them. So in order to comply with the regulation, right? But if you are doing articleship in valuation, risk advisory, all these domains, you can get registered under them also. Okay, so there will be no such problem. But there is another way to do articleship. Okay, sometimes what happens is that you don't have vacancies. So in that case, what many students do, they enter those Big Four or Big Six firms as loan article. What does it mean? Basically, you get registered under a separate entity, separate firm, or under a separate principal who is not associated with these Big Four or Big Six firms, and you have an agreement between the two entities, and through which you can do articleship on behalf of these Big Four, Big Six firms. You can get exposure, you can get experiences, but only thing that you don't get is the opportunity to use their name or tag in the respective resume or CV that you have. So if this name or tag is not your issue, then you can go with that. Otherwise, it won't be a good option for you. Now, talking about the type of articleship. One is the actual articleship that you and other people are doing, or I am doing, okay? But talking about another form of articleship that many people do, okay? That is called the dummy articleship, okay? Dummy articleship is a very bad form of articleship, I think, because that is not recommended at all. In dummy articleship, you get registered under a dummy firm, okay? And that in that form of articleship, you don't have to work, okay? Many people think that working might be a big issue for them, big timing issue for their studies. So in that case, they do the dummy articleship, but that is going to be a huge mistake in that CA journey, because CA is known for this articleship experience, what make the CA profession so special and practical about. So that is a huge no. Okay, now talking about the domains of articleship and how did I select statutory audit domain. There are many domains. Number one, there is statutory audit. Number two, there is internal audit, risk advisory, due diligence. In finance, there is valuation. In tax, there is M&A tax, merger and acquisition, very specialized field. There is direct tax, income tax, and indirect tax, GST and customs. Okay, there is another form of domain that is not so popular, but right now evolving, that is transfer pricing. So these are the areas you have to research, you have to grow your interest, you have to study about those fields and opportunities around. Then you have to select which one you have to go for. Talking about me, I wanted to get the experience of multiple industries. I wanted to have my career in the business development areas and consultancy field. That is why I have chosen the statutory audit domain. I was very clear about it that I would be going to the statutory audit domain only. But there are some other special fields like tax and M&A and also valuation that you can resort for. Okay, now talking about the articleship recruitment process. So there are multiple ways to get recruited. Number one, you can apply pre-result basis. So firms like EY, they come with pre-result recruitment process. They interview you. Once you're selected, they select you on the basis of provisional manner. Once your result comes positive, without any hassle, you get on board. Then the second is different employees articles and HR, they post vacancy and opportunities in the LinkedIn post. So obviously you have to get connected with them. You have to just search the firm name and the HR or article. So you'll be getting lot profiles. So you have to get connected with them and you'd be able to understand. You have to you'd be able to get the information once they post. Okay. Third, either you can go for this route, or you can go to a very deep or very controversial route, that is through references. If you have very partner level and very good level reference, for example partner level or direct level, so you can go in that route too. Okay, over there the chance or probability of getting selected is very high. Okay, so your interview is conducted very soon. You don't have to wait at that time. Okay, so obviously you can go for that route too. There is another route, that is walk-in. Okay, so many firms, for example KNAV, Enesha, okay, Haribhakti, BDO, they conduct walk-in interviews. What you have to do, you have to just go directly to the office. You have to hand over the resume and your articleship interview will be conducted at that time. Once you're selected, you'll be told right at the interview board only, interview table only. Otherwise at email too. Okay, so that is one of the way. Another process is through the college placement cell. Okay, this is the way from where I have got my articleship, through college placement cell. So obviously here few things matter. The connection with your placement cell person. Okay, sometimes it didn't matter for me, but sometimes it matters. Okay, because they transfer the CV from your hand to the concerned person in that partnership firm or that audit firm, okay, or whatever firm you are applying to. Okay, so that is one of the thing. And also your marks matter, and also obviously the resume, the strength of the resume also matters. So there are so many students, so you have to compete between them. Sometimes tests are also conducted in college placement cell, and then your CVs or resumes are shortlisted. Another is that you can directly email the HR or the article trainees directly, so that you can get a reference, so they can refer your CV. I'd like to tell you a secret, that for referring your CV, if you are a genuine good person and if you are recruited, if you're selected, then if you are a genuine person, if you're a very good candidate, then that person who has referred you also get some bonus or remuneration. Okay, some rewards. Okay, so obviously you can reach towards them and they would be happy to refer you. So this is all about the types of recruitment process. Now, how do you prepare, or how did I prepare for the interviews? Okay, so basically I have applied to many firms, but I have given interviews in 3 firms only. Okay, unfortunately I did not get any call from Big Fours. Yeah, so I don't know why, but yeah, I haven't got. My CV was strong, but still I haven't got. But you may get, so you have to apply to all of them. Talking about me, I have applied to all the Big Fours. I have applied to Big Six, Grant Thornton and BDO. I have applied to one of the mid-size firm also, that is Haribhakti. That is one of the top 10 firms. I think top 8 firms, I would say. Desai Haribhakti is the body corporate, and Haribhakti and Co LLP, I think that is the name of the LLP. So I have got the chance over there also. Now I'm coming gradually into it, but पहले मैं बात करता हूँ about my preparation strategy. ठीक है, for statutory audit I can say a lot, but for other also I can say, but as the time is very less, so I'll be just touching them, but I'll be mainly talking about the statutory audit domain. In statutory domain, you have to obviously you have to have mastery on basically 3 subjects. Okay, number 1 is audit, obviously. number 2 is law, and number third is the accounts. Okay, accounts and advanced accounts. So accounts के लिए आपको accounts में आपको ज़्यादातर accounting standards पूछा जाता है. So all the important standards like leases, okay, related parties, okay, then talking about AS9 revenue recognition, okay, EPS earning per share, okay, AS10, AS2 inventory. So all these accounting standards which are very important as you feel. You have to, AS11 is also important, AS12 is important, AS13 is important. So all these important accounting standards you have already studied, you have passed, right? So you have to go through all those. Okay, if there are any amendment in schedule 3 format, if there are amendments in the in any format, say, so you have to get updated about that. Talking about the standards on auditing, all the important standards, key audit matter 701, okay, then comparative financial statement and corresponding figures. Then talking about SA 200, SA 530, okay, sampling. So all these important standards on auditing you have to go through well, because questions will come for sure from standards on auditing and accounting standards. For sure the questions will come. ठीक है. उसके बाद for law you can just get into the audit and auditors chapter. Okay, that is very important. And also few important like general meeting कब होता है, okay, proxy क्या होता है, ठीक है, all this important thing, prospectus, ये सब क्या है. So all these important जो mainly पूछा जा सकता है वो आप करके रखिए. Okay, section 135 is also important. So these are the areas that you have to cover. Talking about internal audit में ऐसे 315 बहुत important होता है, 330 बहुत important होता है. So you can go and refer to that. You have to also have proper understanding about the accounting aspect, all the AS2. Okay, talking about the valuation, your FM should be strong, not only your financial management of your this CA study, but also you have to get little bit understanding about the subject beyond the CA syllabus. Okay, so you can go to your senior who are working, the seniors who are working in the valuation field, and you can get some information about, even I can give you if time permits. I'll be making a video on that. ठीक है. Talking about tax, obviously tax के लिए तो direct tax properly आना चाहिए. Okay, PGBP बहुत अच्छे से आना चाहिए, capital आना चाहिए, TDS बहुत अच्छे से आना चाहिए. Okay, deductions and section 115 BAC and budget related information आपको पूछा जा सकता है. इन GST obviously ITC is important, supply बहुत important होता है, ठीक है, पेमेंट, एंड देन ऑल द टेक्निकल चीज़ें कि रिटर्न कैसे भरा जाता है, क्या क्या रिटर्न है, रिटर्न का ड्यू डेट क्या है, ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट है. Talking about M&A, AS14 is important, and also tax is important, and some more information related to M&A tax you may get, you may be asked beyond the CA syllabus too. Talking about valuations में भी valuations तो बात कर दिए. उसके बाद talking about transfer pricing में भी टैक्स रिलेटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अकाउंटिंग आपको अच्छे से आना चाहिए, डिपार्टमेंटल्स एंड देन रिलेटेड पार्टी ट्रांजेक्शन रिलेटेड जो एएस है. ओके, देन टॉक अबाउट अदर थिंग्स विच आर बियॉन्ड योर सिलेबस में बी आस्क्ड. ठीक है. सो दिस आर ऑल अबाउट द ओवरऑल एस्पेक्ट. ठीक है, बट बहुत ज़्यादा आपको पूछा नहीं जाता. सीए में आप जितना पढ़े हैं उतना ही पूछा जा सकता है. ठीक है, क्योंकि आपको कैसे पता चलेगा एडवांस लेवल. ठीक है ना. सो जो सीए में है वो अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करिए. ओके, बाहर का उतना भी मैटर नहीं करता इन दिस लेवल. बट अगर आप थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज है आपके पास, ओके, आप थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज रखते हैं, सो ऑब्वियसली इट वुड बी गुड फैक्टर. योर प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग सिलेक्टेड वुड इंक्रीज. So this is all about the preparation. Okay, now talking about how did I get my interview conducted and what was my interview experience in Grant Thornton. Okay, so basically before Grant Thornton I have given interview in BDO, I have given interview in Haribhakti. So I had my experience what interview would look like, what type of information I have to keep in mind, what type of precaution I have to take. Okay, so talking about BDO में walk-in था. So walk-in में मेरे को directly आफ्टर द इंटरव्यू आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड, आई वॉज टोल्ड. सो बीडीओ में बेसिकली अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स एस के बारे में पूछा गया था, कुछ AS11 के बारे में, देन AS16 के बारे में, एसेज कुछ की ऑडिट मैटर्स एंड मैटर पैराग्राफ्स, अदर मैटर पैराग्राफ्स एंड एम्फेसिस ऑन मैटर पैराग्राफ्स के बारे में पूछा गया था. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स. वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा हो जाएगा अगर बताने गया तो. वीडियो में मैं सिलेक्टेड हो गया था. बट वीडियो में कुछ इशू था, ओके, जिसके वजह से वीडियो में ज्वाइन नहीं किया। ओके, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वीडियो के बाद आई वेंट फॉर हरी भक्ति। सो हरी भक्ति में भी सेम डे मुझे सिलेक्शन हो गया था मेरा, ठीक है। सो आई वॉज अबाउट टू ज्वाइन हरी भक्ति, बट देन ओनली ग्रैंड थॉर्टन का सेकेंड इंटरव्यू उसका कॉल मुझे आया। या मतलब ग्रैंड थॉर्टन का फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू मैं दिया था, मेरा जो कॉलेज प्लेसमेंट सेल के थ्रू सिलेक्शन वो हो गया, तो उसके बाद मैं फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू दिया था, दैट वाज अ टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू। सो आफ्टर द टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू इट वाज कम्प्लीटली मम, इट वाज कम्प्लीटली साइलेंट फॉर अबाउट 1.5 weeks. So I was losing hope that I won't be getting in Grant Thornton. So I was about to select Hari Bhakti. Hari Bhakti is also a very, very good firm. But there was some issue in Hari Bhakti for some reason. I did not, the transfer related issue that I had, कि बाद में अगर मेरे को इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में जाना है, ओके, सो ड्यू टू दैट आई वेंट फॉर ग्रैंड थॉर्टन। सो ग्रैंड थॉर्टन में सेकेंड इंटरव्यू दिया, दैट वाज अ डायरेक्ट इंटरव्यू, एंड डायरेक्ट इंटरव्यू में मुझे कोई भी टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन पूछा नहीं गया था। टेक्निकल राउंड में मुझे अकाउंटिंग के बारे में पूछा गया था, स्टैंडर्ड ऑडिटिंग के बारे में पूछा गया था, कैश बैंक कैसे मैं वेरिफिकेशन करूँ इसके बारे में पूछा गया था, ओके, रेवेन्यू कैसे, रेवेन्यू एंड एक्सपेंडिचर कैसे वाउचिंग करूँ, ओके, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट एसेशंस के लिए एसेशंस बताओ, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए थे। सो आफ्टर दैट इन डायरेक्टर लेवल आई वाज मेनली आस्क्ड अबाउट माय प्रेफरेंसेस एंड they actually judge my attitude over and how I know the firm specially, okay. So I actually I actually studied the firm very well, their policies, their people policy, their care principle, all this important vision mission. So I have actually studied them very well, and I started implementing all those, incorporating all those words in my interview. So it was very well, and I understood that my article, that interview was very good, and I'd be selected. So after 2-3 days I got an email that I am selected, and I provided all the details, all the information, and I got selected very well, okay. So after that, let me share about this is all about my overall journey. Now talking about a few important precautions that you have to take. Number one precaution, that whether you are getting selected under a member firm or not, or you are getting selected as an loan article. So that is what you have to take a precaution about. Number two, their transfer policy, their HR policies, their policy of rotation, whether you are only provided a single domain or there is a rotation policy, so that you can experience so many fields. So in Grant Thornton, or mainly the big 5-6 firms, they don't allow the rotation policy. So that's that is not an issue for me, okay. I'll be learning things separately, but I want to have specialization in one field, because this is the world of specialization right now. More you are specialized, more you get the value, okay. So this is all about this. In Big 4 also you only get one field to specialize, okay. So this is one of the things that you have to take care about. Talking about another precaution, that is whatever the firms are there, no. So when you are selecting the firms, you have to understand the why of the firms, and you have to have 3 or 4 firms in your hand before you're selecting anyone. So there are 2 firms which are very important in CA. So 102 and 103, okay. So you don't submit those firms until you are confident that you're going to join and you're going to stay in that firm for the rest of the period of articleship, okay. So that is one of the thing. And the timing is also important factor that you have to consider, and the distance also, okay. Everything you have to consider before selecting a firm, okay. And also the client base, okay, clientele base, which should be strong, okay, so that you can learn so many things. So I had the intention that I would be able to audit the firms, the listed entity. So I joined big 5 firm, okay, top 5 firm. So this is all about this. And talk about my experience in Grant Thornton. I have spent my 2 weeks in Grant Thornton. So first 2 days, I joined on 13th February, and on 13th February and 14th February I had induction. So it was about 2 days of induction, and we were talked about, we were given information about the firm's policies and the type of platforms, and what can we do, what shouldn't we do, okay, what are the portals that we should use, Okay, what are the technical things, okay, the policies regarding usage of assets. So we were provided with a laptop, okay, we were provided a laptop and a few water bottles and offer letter and bags and all. So all those kits were given, okay. So if I show the laptop, there is a laptop, show you. Yeah, this is the laptop that have been provided, the Lenovo ThinkPad, okay. So this has been issued to me. So I am working in Pravadevi office. That's like I am staying in Andheri, and Pravadevi is about a long distance, about 30 minutes required in train. So that is all about the. So I have to do the college, and after that I have to go directly to the office. So in Grand Thornton, basically, after the induction training, we were provided with 40 hours of training, where 30 hours of technical training in ISA, International Standard Auditing, was given. So you have to complete the whole training. After each module, there are 30 modules, 28 modules. So after each module, there is a test. So you have to, there is like 70 and 80% passing criteria. So you have to pass that, and then you have to proceed with another module. So it actually took a lot of time. So the ISA training was done, and after that there are some more trainings related to the company policies and how you should use the related party accounting amendments and all. Okay, so these were the information that were provided with, and there was also a classroom training. Okay, classroom training हुआ था that was held in Lower Parel in Smash City. So we were provided with a lunch and 2 tea breaks. So total 3 breaks were there, and information and a training related to fraud, ISA 240, ISA 240, whatever, and also how you should be ready with your professional attitude, your professional skepticism, how it should be, and also the important related party transaction that you have to be aware about, and some technical information that were provided about. And this was all about my Grand Thornton experience. Now the work, maybe it would be starting from Monday. Okay, so let's see what happens. वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, एंड आशा करता हूँ ये वीडियो आपको बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करेगी. सो आज के लिए इतना ही, बाय. और मेरा ये जो लाइट है, ये लाइट डीम हो चुका है. सो गुड बाय.